Hey, it's Lee, here with another frozen food review. Uh, this is a great value, so that's Walmart's no-name brand, uh, shepherd's pie. They really emphasize that it's uncooked. I'm not quite sure why, but I just assumed these things need to be heated. It's 275 grams, so, you know, a little more than half a pound, almost 2/3 of a pound. And the instructions are extremely hard for me to read. I think it says for an 1100 watt microwave, which mine is not, it's going to take 5.5 to 6 minutes to cook. So I'm probably going to have to go a little heavier than that. But yeah, and just quick look at the ingredients. I'm seeing some vegetables that I wouldn't expect in a typical shepherd's pie. Not that there's anything wrong with this. It's just that when you say pâté chinois, which is the French version of shepherd's pie, it usually means only corn, whereas this has a nice mix of stuff, so I'm kind of looking forward to it anyway. Yeah, let's toss this in the microwave and see what it's like. All right, I have tasted this, and I'm ready to give a review. I guess the first thing I'll mention, because it's the thing that's most prominent by far, is the potatoes. These mashed potatoes are actually really quite good. I'm kind of surprised at how nice they are. There's a lot of them. In fact, I think that would be one of my criticisms of this, is that it's too much potato for what it actually is. But as far as mashed potatoes, like frozen mashed potatoes go, these are really totally okay. I like them. As for the other parts of this, like I said, there isn't all that much. I guess that's how they keep the costs low. I'm trying to remember the price I paid for this. I think it was about $4. All my prices are Canadian, by the way. $4 Canadian. So it's not like a very expensive thing. And there is some meat in here, though I did notice that they also use textured soy protein in here. So that's, they're kind of cheating it a little bit. The meat is fine when you find it. There just isn't very much of it. There seems to maybe be a gravy in here, whatever leaked on top here, though it doesn't feel like a particularly liquid kind of deal. So maybe it's not gravy. Maybe that's just juices that came up at the bottom. But yeah, it's okay. Flavor-wise, it's fine. The vegetables are so tiny that they don't have much texture to them. I wish they were a little bit larger, so you can actually kind of feel them as you're eating. I did get one piece of onion in the meat at one point that was really nice and sweet. Kind of a pleasant surprise, but in terms of the meat and veggies, not too strong. It's really about the potatoes here. So if you like mashed potatoes, frozen mashed potatoes, which aren't the best thing on earth, but if you like them, this might be for you. If you're looking kind of for the other stuff, maybe not. Overall, I've certainly had a lot worse. I find shepherd's pies, microwavable shepherd's pies, I've only had 2 or 3 of them so far, tend to be pretty decent in general. This is maybe one of the worst ones I've had, but that doesn't mean it's bad. I can't really give it much more than a 6.5 out of 10. I think that's all I can do. Yeah, 6.5 out of 10, $4. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever buy this again. It's just, it's not a lot of food for the price, and that price is not crazy high. But it's, if it was really delicious, I'd just buy 2 of them and make a meal out of it. But yeah, I don't know if it's worth it for me, where the passes tend to be about half this price. All right, thanks for watching.